Paltrocast now with Darren Paltrowitz. Get ready to listen to your favorite artists.
Paltrocast.
How are you, Joan?
I'm very good, Darren. How are you?
Great. What's going on for you today? What's a day in the life for you like?
Well, I've been up in the morning. I exercised. I met with two writers I'm working on a Broadway play with. My assistant just came back from, we were going over all our book, and we were working out club dates for September. What else did we do? I went up to the doctor to get something taken off my hand, and I'm here talking to you.
Sounds like there's never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment.
Wow. And you get to speak to me. Is that the best, or is that the best?
And I'm also writing my Letterman stuff. Wait a second, let me let a dog out. Hold on. There's a dog that just wants to go out. Hold on.
Sure.
Okay. Go out. Come on. Go out. Go. That's my girl. Go out. Going out. That's good. Hi, and then I'm writing my stuff for tonight because I'm working on new material at the Duplex.
Wow. And for Letterman, you said you're writing material for Letterman?
Yeah, well, of course, you write every time. I just did The View, and I'm working on tomorrow. I'm doing Regis and Kelly, which will be shown on Friday. So I'm working on that shot, too.
Does that mean that you have a specific kind of writing process?
Well, you do what you want to talk about.
Can you give me a preview as to what you're going to be talking about on Dave?
No, I don't want to give anybody. I'm very superstitious now.
Okay. Now, I was wondering, what's something that you wish more people knew about you?
Oh, let's talk about that. That's nonsense. Give me another question. That's silly. Let's not discuss that. Who cares?
Well, what would you like to talk about then?
Whatever you want to talk about. But I couldn't care what people know about me or don't know about me. Just that I make them laugh.
Okay, that's a plan. But I heard that the South Bank show, you're working on a documentary?
Yeah, well, that's great. That's it's in England. They answered a biography in England. You know, they do biography in this country, and so they're very, very nice people. And come on. And I just came back from performing in London, and so now they've come over and said, well, can you do the South Bank show? And I said, of course. I have an English crew following me around, which is really nice.
Really nice, or just a little bit nice?
Oh no, they're terrific. They're really nice people.
I heard it's based on 3 or 4 shows that you've done in England, or is that a completely different thing?
No. They just do it's like biography.
But was there a separate thing that you did a couple of shows in London where you got a standing ovation?
Did a one-woman show in London, and that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I heard they don't give standing ovations out of etiquette, but they gave you a couple of them.
Yeah, which is amazing. I didn't know the first couple of times. I thought, gee, they're not standing up. And I thought they liked it so much because they were so responsive. And then they stood up, and the theater manager came back and said, my God, we haven't had that in 14 years. Nobody has stood up in this theater. And so that was very exciting.
Do you have to change up your material when you're playing out there?
Not at all. Not at all. It's if you get off of a plane and you're driving to a city, you see a McDonald's, the whole world knows about you. It's the whole world is so homogenized now. No, it's horrible.
Gotcha. I think it's the same exact thing for the Montreal Comedy Festival?
Same thing. It was a lot of fun, and nothing special had to be done for that.
Nothing special at all? How many times have you played the Montreal?
I'd say nothing special. I mean, I didn't have to switch it into Montreal talk or Montreal speech. You just wrote what you thought was funny, but you didn't have to do anything special like, oh, they won't understand this, because they understood everything.
Do they have the E-channel out there?
I think E-channel is all over the world now.
Wow. You know, I'd be curious to see how they receive your red carpet out there.
Well, I think they've been getting it already, and I think it's just fine.
Well...
How do you think they wouldn't? That's interesting.
Well, do things really translate from English to French so smoothly?
Pardon me? Hi.
Joan, I cannot apologize enough.
So, Darren, is it your phone or is it my phone?
For some reason, my computer was trying to dial, and then something fell. I don't know what happened.
Here we are, so it's perfectly okay. Go ahead.
Absolutely. You had to take a call from Melissa?
Yeah, I took a call from Melissa.
What's going on for her? Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. Right? You know, we talk about 4 times a day. So she's doing some big charity she's on the board of. She wanted to know if she could put Joan Rivers products into the gift baskets.
Ah.
Yes.
Wow. And any of those that we can see on QVC Canada or the Home Shopping Network?
Oh, is that? No. Where are you? Where are you?
I'm Long Island.
Long Island. So it'll be on QVC, and you know, it'll be all my stuff is on I don't know the question. What did you ask me?
Is the stuff that Melissa wants to put in the gift basket? We can all get that on the channels.
Well, it's only from my. Of course, it's all from my. That's what you said. It's all from my. The stuff that I saw on QVC.
Right. Is there what's to come for the rest of 2000 with your stuff?
Well, it's just everything. I mean, we have the most beautiful jewelry that and then we have we sell beauty products now. We're going into color. It's very exciting. It's wonderful. It's a terrific. It's so nice to be in a business that you really love designing for.
Sure. Oh, wait, you actually designed the stuff?
Of course.
How'd you get started in the whole shopping deal?
They called me and they asked me if I wanted to do something very minor up there, and I said yes. And I just enjoyed it so much that it turned into. We're now 12 years. It's going to be 12 years in September in the business. So it's a major business now. It's been great.
Sure. Do you have any books in the works?
No books at the moment. I'm working on a Broadway play and my one-woman show, and I'm designing the jewelry, and I have a lecture, but no other books at the moment.
How is the Broadway show going to compare to what we're going to be seeing at Westbury?
How would what? I'm sorry, I missed the beginning.
The Broadway play, how does it compare to what we're going to see at Westbury?
Westbury is my concert. And you're probably seeing more of what I did in London. It's probably much closer to my one-woman show.
Oh.
And I'm doing it. I'm on with Joy Behar. And so it's a great show. If you like comedy, you'll certainly come away laughing.
You sure will. And how do you think that compares to when I saw you with Don Rickles at Westbury 2 or 3 years ago?
Very similar, except that there'll be a lot more. Tremendous amount of new material. I mean, it's I'd say 85-90% of the act is new, and the only stuff I still throw in is things that people write and say, please do this, please do this.
Who are some of your writers?
You're talking to the writer.
Well, I mean the people that beg you to throw stuff in.
Fans will call up and say, I'm bringing my mother-in-law, and she never heard you talk about big rings. Please do big rings. That's what I mean. People will call up and say, I love this routine of yours. Please do it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was a big fan of your radio show, and I was listening to the last show of that.
I loved my radio show.
Do you think you might ever return to radio or even get a TV talk show again?
I would love to go back to radio, and I don't think it'll ever happen because I think it's probably the only person ever to give up a radio show in the New York area. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. And I did it because I wanted to go off to London and do my one-woman show. So I miss it very much. I don't think I'll ever get another one in the New York area, which makes me very sad, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah. And I'd imagine that it's a very long work schedule between pre-production and writing? In radio.
Oh, no, radio, it's so immediate. You go on that night and you talk about what's in the paper that day.
Oh, could have fooled me.
Yeah, it's so immediate. It's wonderful. I would read the papers in the morning and then just go on and talk.
Are there any areas of the media that you haven't conquered yet that you'd like to?
Probably, I don't know. I would love to be in a situation comedy. I've never been in a situation comedy. And I think it would be great fun.
Well, you're on Sesame Street. That's close.
That's that. Well, that's hardly what you call situation comedy.
Would you like to star in it, or just, be in a couple of episodes?
I don't like to star in anything. I like to be third man down, fourth man down. You go in, you do it, you get out.
Ah. Have you had any offers?
Never.
Never?
Never.
I find that very hard to believe.
So do I.
Well, if you could get a sitcom, or could be part of one, what exactly would you want it to be about?
I couldn't care less. I just think it would be great. I just love the camaraderie of a whole cast together and rehearsing together. I love all the process that goes into these things.
Would you ever want to go back into movies?
Oh, shucks. I like everything. I just like the business. I'm in love with the business. And I love every aspect of it. I'll be at Westbury. I love doing live and actually being there with the people and right up at them. I love movies because, again, you get a chance to do it over and over until it's right, and that's terrific. And I mean, each aspect of the business is so different.
Are you the sort of person that feels a lot of pressure towards putting quality into what you do? Because, of course, you were, you know, if not the first or one of the first female comics to really break.
Well, I think if they paid for you, you better give them a good show.
Sure.
And so I never throw a show, and I never say I was tired, so I didn't give it my all. I will punch until the end.
That sounds promising.
Yeah. Well, you know, if they paid, they deserve to hear something.
Are there any goals you're holding for the next couple of years as a person or a performer?
Just to keep on doing what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. I just love what I'm doing. I love my life. My life is terrific. I'm in a very happy moment. My daughter's healthy. My grandson is healthy. I'm working constantly. I'm in a very good moment.
Do you think any other members of the Rivers family will be following in your footsteps beyond Melissa?
I don't know. You know, the only other person around is my little grandson. Who the hell knows what he's going to do?
Well, you have the 3 dogs.
I have the 3 dogs. I'd like to put them to work.
Definitely sounds like a plan. So, do you have any last words for the kids, or altogether anything else you'd like to promote?
Just again, QVC. I'm doing QVC every Sunday in August, which is great for my beauty care. And then we do everything is good. My jewelry, my skincare, you know, it's all terrific.
And JoanRivers.com's looking pretty damn good.
Now I think we have a good little website.
Yeah, I was really blown away by the timeline that you were able to put on there, combining, you know, your jokes with the actual history.
Yeah, yeah.
And do you write the content at all to that, or plan it out?
I plan it out, and I write some of it, but I have a wonderful woman that really writes the website. She's terrific, Hester. And she's just great. She's a friend of mine, again, for 110 years.
110 years?
We're very good friends for a long time.
And with the Broadway deal that you're working on, do you have any idea when it might premiere if everything works out well?
Everything worked out to be a year from September.
A year from September?
Well, that's Broadway. Broadway moves slowly. Some things move very quickly, and some things move slowly.
Well, I definitely can't wait for that one.
I can't either. I miss Broadway. It'll be my 4th time back.
Yes, it will. And I personally think you should be hosting the Tonys anytime now.
Thank you very much. It's very sweet of you.
But really, I want to thank you for the interview. I'm sorry about all the delays and such we had to go through for it.
No, that we couldn't talk to you in the beginning, and then we got together. But it all worked out fine, so that's very important.
Absolutely.
Nice talking with you.
Actually, could you do me a quick favor?
Sure.
Could you say, and if you don't want to, you don't have to, but could you say, "Hi, this is Joan Rivers, and you've reached Darren's voicemail"?
Sure.
Anytime you're ready.
Okay. Hi, this is Joan Rivers, and you've reached Darren's voicemail, so tell him succinctly what you want to tell him.
Thank you so much, Joan. You're amazing, and hope to see you at Westbury.
It's a pleasure. Come back and say hello.
Will do. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Paltrocast.